I thought I would do the video about detecting fake bags online. So I'm going to walk you through it a little bit, mostly with pictures that I have seen online, and I'm also going to tell you some of the things that you can look for. As far as the way they list things, I think we talked sometimes they will feign ignorance in order to get you to buy it. So again, be very careful, read the listing very well, and be sure to ask questions. Another thing that LV instead of Louis Vuitton, or they'll say original or authentic Louis Vuitton. Sometimes they will outright lie to you. Doesn't matter what, they will deny it. People can call them out on it, and they will still things like, I don't know if it is, it's a gift, that's why I'm selling it cheap. Because regardless, I don't think even $20 is worthy of something that is stolen, intellectual property, and something that is made subpar to even something you may find at Target. That's how bad some of these are really made. Now, I have encountered some super fakes, and I'm going to show you a picture of one that I just saw the other night, and it had me stumped until. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll get back to you.
The colors seem almost marled, almost smudged. They're just hideous. Another thing is the tag at the end there. You will also never find that on a genuine piece. You will never find any kind of a tag of that sort, whether it's the genuine leather type of tag or any kind of a price tag. Louis Vuitton just pulls out their bags straight from the back or from their display cases, and they never have any tagging on them. They are just ready to look at. All of their tags go inside in a pocket, and they have no strings attached whatsoever. So that you will see a lot of that really fancy tagging and labels and all kinds of things that are just meant to deceive, but definitely a telltale sign of a fake there. And coming up is the super fake that I saw on Posh just the other night. The stitching was really nice. The red or darker lining that they put on the edges of the leather was perfect. It was not a hideous bloody red. But when it came down to this zipper pull, I noticed that the engraving, and this was a delightful, so I was really curious about it, was just a little bit too close to the edge. This is a genuine one here. Can you see how the hallmark of Louis Vuitton is nice and spacious? There's room on the sides, whereas that previous one did not have that type of room. You could just tell it was done very, very differently. And then coming up is a genuine strap on the Delightful. You can see that it's almost a double lettering there on the font. It's a rather outlined, very wide, and very nice. This is actually the one that I had purchased from eBay, and that is definitely a genuine Louis Vuitton. This one is from the super fake that I detected the other day, or rather that I saw the other day on Posh. And that was one of the telltale signs, was that the strap was just a little bit off with the lettering, with that embossing on the strap. It just looked a little bit too thin, and then I kept thinking, well, maybe it's the camera angle, but I just kept examining all the other things that looked wrong with it, and that was one of them. Now, this is not the inside of it. This is the inside of a fake Neverfull, and you can just tell, even from this picture, how flimsy that fabric is. You can see that it's not a thick cotton. It's probably just a really flimsy, thin fabric, and even, I mean, everything about it just looks a little bit off. You can also see that at the very top right hand there on the zipper leather trim. It may be leather, but it's a very flimsy leather, and it does not look at all like vaqueta leather. It is actually trimmed in that horrible red ink stain that almost smudges, and it just stands out. It's hideous, and it may be leather, like I said, but you can see that it's not the same quality of the type of leather that Louis Vuitton uses as their trim, or any of their vaqueta trimming, and that's usually one of the major things that will stand out when you're looking at a picture. Here comes another picture of the same type of shoddy leather, and you can also see that it's lined in suede. Louis Vuitton does not line in suede. I believe they did years ago, but it was a different type of suede. They mostly use the Alcantara suede, which is sort of a imitation suede. That's what they use, or the cotton lining, or even some of the imitation leather, but never a suede like that. This is a genuine Louis Vuitton, and you can see the richness of that vachetta leather there. This is another fake lined in suede. You will always find that in a fake bag. And sometimes you can tell the fake if you ever see one in person at a consignment shop or anything. You can also tell by the weight, because that's one of the selling points of these canvas bags, is their lightweight. And people like that because you can put the bag and load it up, and you're only going to add to the weight with what you put in it. But when you put suede, you're going to really get it to be hefty, and that's not what Louis Vuitton does. This is the tag of the fake Louis Vuitton Delightful that I told you that had me stumped the other day. But because I saw that this tab was, yes, it had the 4 numbers and the 2 letters, which is also a hallmark of a genuine Louis, but it was more of a square shaped. And I looked and looked at all the other Delightfuls, and because all Louis Vuittons have different tags. Some of them have them embossed, heat stamped, in tags in obscure places, but this Delightful has a tab like this, but not quite like that. It's actually more of a rectangular shape, like this one. And this is from the genuine Delightful, and this is a genuine Louis Vuitton, and you can see that the tab is a rectangular shape, not a square shape. It does have the same type of codes and whatnot, and they really try very hard with their codes and try to get them right. And they have they put in care cards and all kinds of things, and people that are selling these, that's one of the things that they stress. Oh, it has a code. Oh, it has a care card. I mean, really, what does it matter if it's fake? Look at this fake one, and it's sold. Now, granted, they sold this one for only $10. I think this is from Macari. But you can tell just the way the strap fits. Look at the way it's loose on the hardware there. It's just, it's like it was made in the wrong size. And I mean, it's just hideous. The color, everything is just off. It looks almost plastic. This could be genuine leather, but it doesn't even look like it. This one actually just reeks fake. And so this was kind of an obvious papillon that sold on Mercari, I believe. See there on the right-hand corner how horribly fitting that strap is on that hardware. Very, very obviously fake. And yes, as I said, they only sold it for $10, but to me that's not even worth $5. And here's a genuine papillon. Nice fit on there. This is the one with the vachetta leather. They do make the papillon in a brown treated leather, which is the older model. Then they brought it out in this one, and I think this may be the 26, and this one is in the vachetta leather. This usually comes with a little small pouch as well, but you can just see the difference between this one and how beautiful the vachetta looks, how it fits that hardware so much better, and everything is just in proportion. Here with the code on it, you will find the rivets to also always be hallmarked. Now the fakes will do that as well, so there's always other things that you need to look for in order to authenticate a piece, but many of them are not. This is what a worn Louis Vuitton will look like if it's not taken care of. It will split and it will dry, but it will never peel. And that's one of the things you'll see in the fakes. They'll say it's peeling. Well, real leather does not peel like that. It will flake or it will age with wrinkling and splitting. These are all genuine pieces here. and that's what you can look for in an aging piece. But never fall for it's peeling or it's cracking here or there, because that's not what you'll see in genuine leather. This is what the fakes will look like. They will have splits and cracks, and you can see that horrible red. I called it lining a minute ago, but it's just a finish. It's the finish that they put on the edges to prevent fraying and things from leather. And the fakes will always use that hideous red, so you can tell it's horrible. This is also a fake bag, and you can tell by the starkness of it. It's just, yes, the vachetta is white when you get it, but it's not stark and shiny and cheap looking like these are. So again, these are the ones that are fake, and they are cracking, and they are obviously peeling and red marks from that paint that they use. Again, with the tabs and the plastic lining around the straps, you'll never see that on a genuine Louis. They will not add any of that. A lot of times the new fakes will be that way, and they'll picture them that way. So immediately, if you see this plastic or any kind of cardboard around it, you're going to know that it's fake. This is a genuine piece here. Notice the rivets on the back of this backpack. I actually saw this on an offer up, and I passed it up. Could kill myself for doing that. The gentleman was only asking about $450 for it, I believe, and everyone else is asking $1,000 for this really, really nice backpack. He had the receipt, he had the dust bag, he had everything for it. And then I compared it to some that I saw on Mercari and on Poshmark, and they were all asking about, probably twice as much. And this one that I saw was probably about the same price, and it was fake. And right away you can see the leather is different. It just, the quality of it, you can see that it's stark and sort of a shininess to it. This one also was missing the rivets in the back of the straps there, so that was one of the things that gave it away to me as well. And the stitching, as you can see, is fairly straight. So again, sometimes you're told to look at the stitching, but you have to keep looking at other things as well, because if the stitching is right, there may be something else wrong. In this case, it was the rivets that were missing, and of course that hideous red trim that they put on their leather. This is a genuine piece. This is from the Louis Vuitton site, and you can see the beauty of that vachetta, that natural color. It does not look stark. It does not look shiny. It looks white, yes, but it looks rich, and it is actually velvety soft when you first buy these pieces. They do have a very, very nice, soft, almost velvet-like texture to them. They're fabulous. So yeah, that is the backpack. Here is another fake backpack. Again, look at the stark difference in the quality of that vachetta leather. You can see that it looks plasticky. It looks cheap. And just the way it folds, and even the canvas looks a little bit almost plasticky and shiny, and just not genuine.
Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you learned a little bit about it, about detecting fakes. Again, guys, I really want to thank you so much, Miss Jenny over at 5Js Makes This 5. Thank you for requesting this video. I hope the rest of you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any other questions, or very happy to answer your questions or do a video about it. And thank you so very much for watching the video. Please come back again and watch another one. Bye.